there with head coach Stephen Foster after the win over the Sheffield. Comfortable looking in the end, but ironically Sheffield's second goal probably spurred you into action that second period.
Yeah, we obviously want to be in a position where we could bounce back from last night, obviously up at Solway, and this gives us a good opportunity. We kind of started how we meant to go on. First couple of periods I thought we were very good. We pressured Sheffield a lot in our defensive zone. We didn't want to give them any time on the puck, and that for me was the most pleasing thing that we did. You know, let's minimise the opportunities that they had, and you know, we're always going to get opportunities, you know, against teams like Sheffield.
Yeah. Special teams played a big part as well. Must have been pleasing to get the power play goal, but also be perfect on the penalty kill as well.
Yeah, penalty kill was fantastic. First of all, you know, that everybody's putting the bodies on the line in there, and they're getting in good positions. You know, we got a couple of power play goals against us last night, so it was good for us to get that. And it was just the way that they did it. That, you know, they're in for the cause. Some good face-offs. Everybody's battling, and as soon as we get a chance to get it out, that's great. Power play, yeah, always going to be a work in progress, and yes, it was nice to get that on the board. Obviously, we've got Callum Wilkinson come back in the fold tonight, which obviously changed things a little bit to help us out there, and you know, we'll have Sykesy back next week, which will help us again. So yeah, we've got improvements, and not with just personnel, but obviously as play that we want to keep going.
Yeah. The Joe Walls took man of the match. Obviously, the first goal was a huge one, just 30 seconds after Sheffield's equaliser, and then the second goal finishing off a beautiful move was textbook, and he's kind of coming into his own now this year, Joe.
Absolutely. I mean, like you say, the first one coming straight after they scored, that's good, because anytime another team scores, if you get straight back at them, it just nullifies what's just happened and stops that momentum. So that was really important. But yeah, Joe's obviously been struggling a little bit with he's had long COVID and stuff like that, so he's been struggling a little bit, but tonight he was on top form for us. You know, he wasn't gassing out quick, and certainly put a shift in. But to be fair, his line for us was fantastic tonight. You know, Lewis Hall, Alex Preston, that line was brilliant. The forechecking that they did gave them all those opportunities. Their gameplay, probably 2/3, 3/4, let's say, of their game time was in the opposition zone. So that for us is fantastic. If we can put them out against any line and they can do a job like that, it just allows opportunities for the other two lines to potentially go against lesser lines.
In terms of scouting next weekend's opponents, luckily it's Sheffield and Solway again. Sheffield away, Solway here next Sunday. As you've already alluded, you've got people to bring into the lineup, so that must be a huge plus, and a good week in training, and you know what you need to do next weekend.
Yeah, obviously we've got to go down to Sheffield, a slightly bigger rink. I know it's always been people that said, oh, we're in a bigger rink, oh, we're going to struggle. But to be fair, we play like we have been. A bigger rink will suit us, you know, against Sheffield next week. That's going to give us more space, and I think that's going to give us a whole load more opportunities. And if we play with that grit and determination we did tonight, then, you know, I think we've got to be confident going into that one. Obviously at home against Solway, yeah, we know they're good. Obviously, we just seen that yesterday. But like you say, a couple of extra players back. We're playing in our smaller rink. Kind of stick to it and stick with that determination. Like what we've done tonight in the first two periods. Then, you know, we've got a good chance to give it a good go.
Just a quick word about Jacob getting the first win of the season in net. Obviously, let that one goal in, but kind of recovered straight away and made some big saves to keep us at that one. And then in the third period, kind of shut the door and kept Sheffield at bay. Absolutely,
I think. I mean, last night Jacob played well. Last night, you know, he playing against a top team like them, you're always going to leak some goals. But Jacob had a strong game again last night, anyway. But tonight, when we came out of that second period, we had a lead. But to be fair, it could have easily been the opportunities that they had. It could easily been, you know, a level game. Jacob had a strong second period, first of all, to keep us in that situation. And like you say, he shut the door, and you know, good opportunity for him whilst Tom hasn't been well. And you know, we want them to be fighting. We want 2 goalies, 3 goalies, all fighting for places, and hopefully that competition will pay us dividends later on. So if somebody's injured or just pushing them forward, then can only be good for us. The good support that we're getting, we need to keep that going. You know, there's going to be times where we're defending that little bit, and that drive to help us that's always going to be a factor, and if we can keep that going, then we'll give the fans loads to shout about this year, and let's get some more points on the board.